There he is.
Hey, what's good?
Man.
Can you hear
Danladi,
me?
how are you today, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Great,
I'm
man. I'm
doing well.
happy to
Thank
see
you.
you. I
You
miss
too.
I
You
miss not
too.
getting to see you at training.
I
What
know, I
uh what
know.
have you
It's
been up
been
to lately?
crazy. Just like still been training. Going in and still like rehabbing from injury and I'm back running again, but hopefully we are back again playing. But yeah, most of the time just home. I mean, we have to stay home. Make sure we just doing the social distancing, which is probably the best way to make sure we helping each other go through these hard times and make sure this uh, coronavirus is you know help eradicate it. But just doing my part, just staying home and uh, just watching a lot of TV shows. I mean, I've watched so many TV shows you can't even like. It's a lot. So yeah. Yeah, so it's been good. I mean, I wish it was better times and be able to like still train and play, and I miss that a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, I know we all do, and I'm happy to hear the rehab's going well. You came off in Portland, so give us kind of an update on that. How's everything going, and what's it like going into the
It's
locker room where no other teammates around? It's just you and the training staff getting kind of some
I
one-on-one
know, I
attention right
know.
now.
I know it's crazy, but it's like I mean I'm used to going in and seeing people there, and playing music, joking around, getting ready for training and after, and so it's just a little bit weird just going in there and just me and the trainers, and I mean you gotta do what you have to do, everybody gotta do their part, and I think it's good that the league is taking all these precautions and making sure, and the teams as well taking all these precautions, make sure this thing goes away faster so we can get back on the field and play. So yeah, I mean,
Absolutely. I think we all agree with you on that. And we've got a lot of people that are happy to see you in the comments right now. Chandler Hughes a moment ago said, amongst watching all the TV shows and rehabbing, you're getting waxed in FIFA. Is that true? Any truth in that right there?
I mean, he knows that's not true. That's one of my good friends, and he knows that's not true. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of FIFA too, which is good. Playing with a bunch of friends, catching up with a bunch of friends, talking smack with each other when you play. So I mean, it seems like a crazy time, but it's also the time to reconnect with friends and be able to like talk and just catch up and stuff. Because most of the time you don't really have time to do that on a normal basis, daily basis. So it's good to catch up as well. Yeah.
Who is the best FIFA player on Nashville SC? Is it you?
Oh, definitely not me. I'm gonna be honest and say it's not
I
me.
appreciate respect the honesty.
I'm definitely not me. I'm okay, but I see Honey and Derek Jones play a lot, and it looked like that's like very high quality. Like these guys, it looked like these guys spend hours playing FIFA, like growing up. Like so, you can tell that they're very good at. But definitely either definitely Honey or Derek Jones for sure.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'll make sure then to challenge you before I ever challenge those two
yeah,
guys first,
for sure,
so I
for
have a
sure.
shot. So
Yeah.
we've got you've got an incredible backstory, and we'll get to that in just a few moments. But we asked our friends to give us a question over the Nashville SC page over the last 24 hours, and I wanted to get a couple of those questions. I think the first one to ask that's so appropriate, and it may be a hard answer because I don't know if there's just one answer, but who is your inspiration? Who's your inspiration for soccer? Who's your inspiration for life? Who are some of the people that inspire you or have inspired you along your journey?
I mean, as a lot of people, probably maybe some people know and some people don't know. I'm from Ghana, and growing up, I would say my mom is my biggest role model, for sure. Uh, I mean, she took care of all of us, and she was working like all these jobs, just trying to take care of like six of us, and putting food on the table for us. So it's very, very important, like that to have like such a strong figure in my life, and I think she made a very big impact in my life growing up and telling me how to like work hard and making sure that, things are gonna get tough, but you just have to keep moving and you got to keep working hard, and things are gonna get better because I learned that from him. And in doing that, I think he shaped not just me, but all my siblings as well, and in a very, very positive way. So she's definitely my biggest role model.
No, she did.
I have a lot of people that I do look up to as well. Somewhere in the U.S., my host parents, like my friends from like my family that I know from Seattle. I look up to all these people. They've been a very, very big impact in my life. And yeah, so yeah, definitely my mom
Yeah,
for sure.
you talked about your mom getting you the strength that you have, you and your siblings, strong enough to move over to the U.S. at what, age 11
Yeah.
with your host family, the
So
Averys.
yeah.
Tell me about that, and what's that experience like at 11 years old? That's crazy.
So at the age 11, I moved from home. So I moved from my area, and I went to join a soccer academy, like about 6, 7 hours away, and I was there for 3, 4 years.
Okay.
Then I came to and that's the Right to Dream. If a
Okay.
lot of people don't know, like I came from the Right to Dream Academy, and I was given the opportunity to come to the U.S. to go to school, get some education, and also play the sports I love. And it was a great opportunity for
Yeah.
me, and I felt like it was a right time, and so I came to the U.S. in 2011, and I was 15. I came with actually my friend. The two of us were the only two people flew from Ghana all the way to Santa Barbara, and I went to a small boarding school in Santa Barbara, and yeah, it was crazy because it was just like the 15-year-old kid just coming to the U.S. No parents, nothing. And but when I got there, it was everybody was so supportive, and everybody was so helpful, and we always wanted to help you. And I was given to like a really good host family, and I'm so blessed to have them because they also were a very, very huge part of my life. And I was able to go to school, to high school, whilst I was able to train as well. So my host dad would drive me to practice, and I, at night when I wasn't going to school. So that's such a huge blessing. And also, I ended up going to UCLA, as people know, and ended up in Minnesota uh, to to start my professional career, which has been amazing. So, I mean, this it's not been perfect with like my journey, but I'll definitely not change anything for sure because it's just been great.
It, is anybody's perfect though along the way? And it's, I mean, away from home at 11 to the U.S. at
Yeah.
15. Now you're going to UCLA. We had a question a moment ago that said your favorite memory at UCLA. What was your favorite one?
Uh,
And looks like we got Quincy Amarikwa jumping in the chat here too. We got other MLS players in here that are wanting to hear your favorite memory right now from UCLA.
oh, my favorite memory. I think it was. I have some great memories at UCLA, but I think it was my freshman year, and it was a round of eight game in UCLA against North Carolina.
Wait a
And
minute. I don't like the way this is headed. That's where I went to school. I don't like that. Next question. Next question.
and we ended up making it to the College Cup, which was great. And I scored and I assisted that game, and I had a lot of fun. And there was a lot of crowd there, and it was a great experience. But yeah, that's definitely my favorite moment at UCLA for sure.
Well, I'll never ask you that question ever again. I don't want to walk myself into that one. Oh, we got a Danladi on here answering your questions right now. Get those in the comments. Here's one for you, and there's no real way of just answering this in one quick sentence, but what's it take to reach your dreams in becoming a pro soccer player? If you could say the one thing that you would want to instill in any young player, mentally, physically, what's the one thing that you think gave you an edge that helped you reach your dream? Because I know you can only really answer for yourself of what it takes to reach that pinnacle.
I I think, and that's a great question because everybody is different. But for me, number one most important thing was I did enjoy the game. I just had so much fun playing it. When I grew up playing it, I didn't play with cleats. I played with barefoot, and it was the most fun I ever had. And at that moment,
Wow.
I knew,
Wow.
and at that moment, I knew I was like, for sure, I really want to play. And growing up, all my older brothers play soccer too. And they were very, very well known in my area, very, very good soccer players. So I was like, wow, everybody noticed them when they're walking around town, when they go buy something, people just give them stuff for free. I want that too, So it
I
was
want
like,
that too.
so I was like, I need to start playing too. So when they were training with your teams, I'll be playing around like on the sides with a bunch of my friends, and I had so much fun, and it was like that's one of the most important things that you have to do is be able to enjoy it, because if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, I mean, what's the point? You have to make sure you're
What's the
enjoying
point of
it.
doing it?
And also, as I said, family is very, very important to me. And just, my brothers wanted to play soccer to a level they couldn't. And I feel like at this point, for me to be able to like be the guy who, you know, represent the family in some way when it comes to soccer, just, but yeah, family is very, very important to me, and making my family very proud when I play as well. But yeah, the, definitely, yeah, those are the two most important things for me that drives me to play soccer every day.
There we go. One thing that I know makes you really happy and something you love doing is this, scoring goals. So the question is, your best goal ever, and if you say your goal
Oh, yeah.
against North Carolina at UCLA, Abu,
Oh,
I'm not gonna hang up on you, but I'm not
let
gonna
me,
be happy about it.
I know I have like a couple, but I know which one is my favorite for sure. But you asked for somebody that we were in the same place together. What do you think? Which one of my goals do you think will be your favorite one?
All right, so I've got two favorite goals that you
Ah,
scored. I'll
okay.
give you the runner up. The runner up was the goal in Atlanta where you
Mm-hmm.
banged it left
Okay.
foot upper
Okay.
90 and a big win, comeback win. And then the first place, the one that has to win, when you made the reigning MLS Defender of the Year, Laurent Simon, in
Okay.
Montreal, silly. You hit him with a step over, and I don't think I've ever heard a soccer ball hit harder than that moment. And you banged
Okay.
it far post and off the post against Montreal. That's what I would think would be your best goal yet. What do you
Okay.
think?
Okay. I think my favorite goal was against Dallas at the
TCF
TCF
Bank.
Bank Stadium
Yep.
when I juked the goalkeeper, because
Yes.
it's kind of hard. The reason why it's one of my favorite goals is because during the time that I got the ball, the defender fell, and the defender was like on the ground, like, "Oh my God, I'm hurt, I'm hurt." When Before I got to the
He
goalkeeper,
was faking it. His pride was hurt more than.
yes, the goalkeeper was like, "No, he's hurt." So he was trying to get me to leave the ball, and I was like, I have to
See
think
Gonzalez. He's
fast,
clever.
So I know he's very clever. So I definitely say that's one of my favorite goals. But I agree, the Montreal goal is one of the best too. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody that's joining us in the chat right now. We got Abu Danladi answering his questions. You keep those questions coming. We got some good ones here. We just heard about the best goal. You know what? That was a good one because it was pretty clever in the moment. He was
Yeah.
pointing at you to try to like tell you, no, 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 the play
Yeah,
stopped, the
yeah,
play stopped, and
yeah.
you
The
were
play
like,
stop,
no, no, no.
exactly, right? Yeah, it's funny,
Pretty
but
clever. Here's the next one. And by the way, Willie 24 agrees with me that Montreal goal was bomb. I think that was a
mm,
ridiculous one. It's my favorite. Thanks everybody that's joining in the chat right now, giving us thumbs up. Your question here from Parker Carroll, favorite restaurant 615. So in Nashville, your
oh,
go-to spot, obviously not right now, but you got a chance to have a couple of weeks where you get to try some places out here. And what's the place you're looking forward to going to the most when everything kind of gets back to normal?
it's crazy, but it's not like a restaurant really, but it's like the breakfast place, Proper Bagel. I you I really like Proper Bagel
What's it called?
and Proper Bagel. It's
Proper
like a
bagel.
bagel
Okay.
place. Yeah, it's a bagel place. I tried it one time when I was staying at a hotel when I first got to Nashville. I went the next day, the day after, the day after. I went like 4 times in a row. So that it's very good. Uh, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
look forward to like anybody that comes to visit me here to go get. I'm like so proud of it, even though I just moved to here. I'm like, oh, there's this best bagel place in Nashville. You need to
It's your
try it.
go-to spot, right?
So yeah, it's my go-to spot. But I'm like,
Well, and
I'm like
here's
open.
another question. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I said, I mean, I'm open to
Abu, you
suggestion. I
there?
just moved here.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello. Yeah, I'm open to suggestion. I
All
just
right. All
moved
right. Yeah.
here,
So
and I like food. So anybody that has like good recommendation, I would really appreciate it.
throw them in the comments then, because I need the recommendation too. Here's a question from somebody you might recognize. Tag is Avery Family 5 plus Abu. What is your favorite food
Uh,
to get at a restaurant?
ooh,
There's your
depends
host
what type of
family
restaurant.
getting in a question right there for you. So where would you go with them right now? If you
I,
were back in California with your host family, your American
oh,
family, what place would you go to and what food would you get?
um, sure, that's a great question. I'm a big fan of sushi. Uh, I mean, I love African food. When I'm by myself, I cook a lot of African food, Ghanaian food specifically. But when I'm in LA, I love sushi. So sushi is my go-to like place to go
There we
if
go.
I
All right, I
really
love it
like
too.
want food. Yeah, yeah,
When we go play LA Galaxy or LAFC, you can tell me where we'll go get some sushi
yeah, for
before the
sure,
game, and we'll
for sure.
we'll go get that. There we go.
Yeah.
So let's talk about you. You number one draft pick overall in 2017, and then you were taken number one overall in the expansion draft by Nashville SC prior to this season. If you had to look back at your time at Minnesota and kind of summarize that when it's all said and done, your time there is concluded, those 3 years. How do you look back on that time at Minnesota?
That's a great question. I mean, first of all, I mean, I it's Minnesota is a family to me, and for somebody who for like a community and a club that gave you your first ever opportunity to play pro, that's a very, very big and a very, very important uh, part of your life that, it will always be a part of your life, And my time, I said, my first year in Minnesota, all my 3 years was incredible, but, as soccer goes, you can never know what's going to happen. I've had some ups and downs with injuries and stuff, and, you know, uh, and it's very hard, it's very, very hard for me to not be able to consistently play because my body is just doing like giving up on me, or just but it's all about the mental state and just making sure you like staying focused and just don't let that bring you down. But it's been great. I learned so much in Minnesota. I learned a lot from the coaching staff. I learned a lot from the community and everybody there. And it's a very, very important. And I mean, that's a part of my life that was important to me. But now I moved to Nashville, and this is my number one priority now. This is my family now. This is my community now, and I mean, I would rather not be anywhere else than here. And it's
Yeah,
very, very. I'm very, very excited about it. I pledge to give 100% in everything I do here, because when I'm doing something, it's either I'm all in or I'm not doing it at all. And it's always not going to be as smooth as it is, but it's all about just staying positive when things are not going your way or when things are bad, and and
so what's it like when you find out via the expansion draft that you're coming to Nashville? What was your first kind of thought? How did it happen? Who'd you get the phone call from? Like how does it go down when you're picked in the expansion draft? Since most of us will probably never get to experience that feeling. Tell us what that's like.
all right, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is a typical me experience right there. So the day before the
This will be
draft,
good. This will be good.
the day before the draft, first of all, I got all the times mixed up to watch it. I'm like, okay, I was going from I was like, I'm going to drive to Santa Barbara, from Santa Barbara to LA, which is like an hour and 45 minutes. And when I get to LA, I'll just watch the draft, I watch the draft, expansion draft and stuff. So first of all, I got the time mixed up. So I started driving, like maybe an hour into the drive, I get a text on my phone. Like I got a notification on my phone, and we all know Hassani Dotson. And
Yeah.
Hassani goes, "Hey, congratulations, you're gonna kill it at Nashville. You're gonna kill it." He didn't say what team, and I was like, "Whoa!"
What?
And it was like my phone was like in my cup holder, and I was like, "What's going on?" And the next thing I got was call, and it was from my girlfriend. I picked up, and she goes, "Oh my God, do you know what's going on?" And she's freaking out. I was like, "What just happened?" She's like, "Yeah, you just, you just got drafted to Nashville." I go, "Wait, the draft is going on now?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I just missed the draft." And it's like, "Yeah, you got picked to Nashville." I was like, "No way!" And I was like, and my phone started blowing up, and I get a call from Mike Jacobs, and he's like, "We're excited to have you." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited!" I was really, really excited and very, very happy. Ended up talking to my host family, and talking to all the people that all the family and stuff, and everybody said congratulations. Everybody's so happy, and you know, but yeah, it was very, very
That's really cool. We're
exciting
happy
day.
to
I
have
was
you
like,
here.
oh my God, yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's awesome. And
I'm
so now
excited to
you're
be
here.
here.
Tell us a little bit about. We won't keep you much longer here. Tell us a little bit more about getting to know some of the guys on the team. Who are you good friends with? One of your former good friends from Minnesota, by the way, was just in the chat via his wife, Ivana Tison, Jerome Tison, your good buddy from
Uh,
Minnesota. She said your favorite
yeah,
meal is
yeah,
Ivana's
yeah.
grilled chicken, by the way. We can't let that go unnoticed
Oh,
here in the
oh,
comments,
that's
right?
actually, yeah. I gotta give. She makes a very good one. I'm gonna say she's like, yeah. I used to go there every Wednesday, and she always made that. So it was
So
very,
who are
very
you
nice.
hanging out with now? Who are you hanging out with before we all kind of had to start doing the
I
isolation?
mean, I
Who's the good cook? Who do you cook for? Who are you hanging out with and stuff?
mo most everybody in the when as you played and you played for many years. In the locker room, everybody is like make jokes with everybody. Everybody's cool with everybody, and everybody's it's incredible because I'm so lucky. Like this transition has been so nice because all the guys on the team are incredible. The coaching staff are very helpful. Everybody's so nice, and everybody comes in, and when we train, everybody's so enjoying and at the same time working hard. So it's been great. But most of the time I go to Derek Jones' house because he has all the good Ghanaian food. So I'm at his place all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, most of the time, I knock on his door randomly. I'm like, "Yo, you got food?" He's like, "Yo, they don't feed you at home." He mostly says that, but I'm
Somebody
like,
just asked, "What's your favorite Ghanaian dish?"
so there's this food. There's this called wache. Wache is like a very uh, it's like with the rice beans and with like a Ghanaian sauce and with fish and sometimes with a little bit of like a salad on the side. Yeah, so yeah, it's one of my favorite food for sure.
Good man.
Yeah,
That sounds really, really
yeah,
good. Well, look, Abu, we won't keep you much longer here, but we want to
sure.
be able to say thank you so
Yeah,
much.
for sure. Thanks, man.
For the Nashville SC fans, give everybody kind of a quick little update how the team's doing because you get a chance to talk to other guys
Yeah.
on the team. How's everybody holding up? Everybody doing okay?
Yeah, everybody's doing great. The coaching staff and everybody is trying to make sure we are all on track on just getting fit and stuff. So they're able to drop off some bikes for on our apartments so that we can ride like workout bikes, and we got all these
That's
training
right.
equipment. So keeping track on everything. So and everybody's working really hard, and I still we talk to each other when we need stuff in the group chat, and everybody looks like everybody's good and everybody's safe, which is the most important thing. So yeah, that's the update. And I just want to say thank you for having me, and everybody make sure you stay home and keep the social distancing thing going, so that we can get rid of this thing real quick so we can get back on the field so we can that we can continue this journey here in Nashville because I know how important this is to the community and how the community deserve it, and we all deserve it, and I'm like really, really excited. I'm very, very blessed to be in Nashville and as part of the family. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me here, Yemi.
Wise words from Abu Danladi. It's always great to see you. Thank you for your time,
Yeah,
Abu, and we'll see you
yeah.
soon. All right.
See ya.